Group. We just want to welcome everybody. We know some of you came from far away, some from not so far. We just want to thank you so much for joining us on this special occasion. I'm going to go ahead and pray and then you can take your seats. God, thank you so much for this day. We're so thankful that you have crossed the path of Jim, Marley, and Mirta so that this day could be possible. We're thankful for the no's, we're thankful for the yeses that you provided each of them to lead this day to be true. We love you, we thank you. In your name we pray. Amen. You guys can be seated. So I'm going to try and get through this without crying. I am the son of the bride, so it's a little different. Now this is a simple representation of two lives becoming one. Once the sand is poured in, it will no longer be able to be separated, which shows your eternal commitment to each other. So Mirta, go ahead and pour in the sand. Each sand represents a different part of their lives individually, which today will be blended as one. Sydney. Stephen. So now that the families are blended, the couple has actually decided for their first step as a family to take communion. So we're going to walk over to that table now. So communion represents the Last Supper that Jesus had with his disciples. It was his last moment on earth. And it was a very powerful depiction of the sacrifice he made for everybody here and everywhere all over the world. And so, if you both will take a piece of the bread, hold it up. Jesus took the bread and he showed the disciples and he said, "This is my body that has been given up for you," which again represents the sacrifice, the tremendous sacrifice that Jesus made for all of us by giving himself to save us from our sins. He said, "Eat this in remembrance of me." You can go ahead and take the bread. Jesus then took the cup and he said, "This is the cup, the new covenant in my blood, which is poured out for you," which again resembled the sacrifice that he made for all of us by the shedding of his blood in place of our sins to save everyone here and all over the world. He said, "Drink this in remembrance of me." So Mirta, you can drink first. And if you all don't mind to bow your heads, we're going to pray real quick. God, we're so thankful for your sacrifice. Thank you for sending your son, your only son, to die for all of us on the cross and for ultimately leading to this day and this time in this year. We're thankful for the sacrifices that these two have made, and we ask that they would continue to put you first in everything that they do, to show selflessness and unconditional love, just as you sent your son to die for all of us. We love you and we thank you. In your name we pray. Amen. So now the couple is going to partake in the vows, and they have actually chosen to read each other their own vows, aside from the traditional sense.
Before I met you, I would always pray to God that he would send me a man who would truly love me. I had so much love to offer, and I couldn't understand why I was still alone. I kept wondering when it would be my turn to find love. I was so focused on that I forgot about one more important relationship, my relationship with God, and learning to be happy with my life. I remember Stephen telling me that God had a better plan for my life, and that I needed to have faith and trust in God's plans. Through my church group, my family, and my faith, my outlook changed completely. I became happy and content with myself and with my life. God gave me the faith and strength that I needed to realize that I was already blessed beyond words and that my destiny was in God's hands, not mine. Then one day, I opened up my email and this blue-eyed, big smile, handsome guy was sending me a wink. From the moment we met, we hit it off as though we were old friends. Soon after that, you started attending church with me every Sunday, which earned you major brownie points. You quickly welcomed my family and friends with open arms, and in turn, they welcomed you into the circle. Well, except for Steve, and it took him a little longer to get in. Amanda was your biggest advocate, so he gave in eventually. With all that, I still wanted to take things slow and build a friendship first. Our nightly, hours-long conversations brought us even closer together, and we promised to always be truthful and faithful with each other, no matter what. We agreed that honesty and trust were a must in any relationship. Again, earning you major brownie points. But then, when you agreed to go with me to take Amanda to Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando and hang out at City Walk till way after midnight, and then drive back home, not only did that earn you lifetime brownie points with me and Amanda, I knew right then and there we were a keeper. Ever since that day, we have never been apart, and through every step of the way, God has been our anchor, always guiding us in every decision we make. Your love for me is unwavering, and every day you show me how much I mean to you. I thank God every day for placing you in my life. Our life and relationship gets better every day, and I only hope that you know how much I love you. Our journey together has been the reward for all the heartaches in my past. And I stand here today full of faith and love for God, because I know He placed you in my life and has blessed our relationship every step of the way. Our faith in God will always be our guide, and the support we receive from our family and friends only proves that we belong together. After all, we are two peas in a pod. You are the yin to my yang, but more importantly, we're the taco to my Tuesday. Jim Marley, I love you with all my heart, and I am so excited to begin the next step of our journey as husband and wife.
Jim.
I'm not good at this public speaking. Bear with me. August 26, 2015. I got a blessing from God. I am now always going to have. I had my first baby. We were set up to have a great, we got on so well. Dinner together. At that point, now I realize God had a plan for us. But we took it kind of slow. 6 weeks of just dating, but after we started heading into October, we went on our first vacation together. We went down to St. Beach in Florida. We had 3 amazing days. But what was more amazing was we went down to my mom's house and spent 2 days with my mom. And my mom got to know you, and she adored you. In Thanksgiving, Paige and Bill came up to Jacksonville, so they brought Mom with her, her face of how much we loved each other and how much we were. We're very fortunate that we've been dating now for 2.5 years, and I can tell you that every day that passes, my love for you becomes stronger and stronger. You're an incredible lady. And I can say in front of our family and friends here, that having you in my life, you make me a better man. I'm a better dad, I'm a better son, I'm a better brother, I'm a better nephew, I'm a better uncle, and I'm a better friend. God bless you. What is so important about our relationship is how we build it. We build it on communication, we build it on love, we build it on trust. But the one thing that's most important is we have 100% honesty. We tell each other everything. So moving forward, today is probably the happiest day of my life, except for Ellen and Sydney being born. And I just want to make a commitment to you. I promise to love you, I promise to support you, I promise to take care of you in good or bad health. But the number one thing I promise to do, I will be faithful to you, and I promise to spend the rest of my life with you. You make me so happy. And I love you so much from the deep of my heart. Thank you, God.
I guess you can now. No. So you both have decided to seal the vows by the giving of rings. So, Coleman, if you want to give me the rings. And the ring forms a perfect circle without a beginning or an end, and is thereby a symbol of eternity and signifies the duration of your commitment. And the ring, although it's a simple piece of jewelry, shows an outward expression of an inward declaration. So, Jim, you can go ahead. Sorry, I'm trying to hold like 30 things. You get to go first, so go ahead and place it on the end. So, Jim, you have the privilege of placing this ring on Mirta's finger as an illustration of your covenant with each other. So, Jim, repeat after me. Dear Mirta, dear Mirta, I give you this ring as a symbol of my vow. And with all that I am, and with all that I have, I will honor you. Place the ring. You have the privilege of now placing the ring on Jim's finger, which is an illustration of the covenant that you are making with each other. So, Mirta, repeat after me. Dear Jim, I give you this ring as a symbol of my vow, and with all that I am, with all that I have, I will honor you. Place the ring on. All right. Well, by the power vested in me from God Celebration Church in the state of Florida, it is my honor to pronounce you husband and wife. Jim, you may now kiss the bride.
I can't win, I can't reign, I will never win this game without you, without you, without you, without you, without you. I am lost, I am vain, I will never be the same without you, without you, without you, without you, without you. I won't run, I won't fly, I will never make it by without you, without you.
Hey, we're here alive. We're here with eyewitness Yak Morsky. Yak, what do you think when if it's up here? Did it? You heard it here first. Check, please.
He, sprang.